Part two. I have no idea what just happened with part one, but right in the middle of the flow, it cut off. So here we are starting on part two. If any of you guys are just joining us, I'm just going to kind of catch you up real quick. The theme that I've been working with today is this theme of prayer and just asking ourselves, what are we fighting for instead of what are we fighting against? And we'll be moving through a warrior series in this yoga class. And we kind of already did our warm-up, so we're going to get right into the flow portion here. So it's a great time to jump in if you weren't there for part one. We're just going to pick up where we left off before the technology failed us, and we're going to get right back into our warrior flow with the theme of what are you fighting for, not what are you fighting against. And I'll just share a quick little anecdote to give the 10 people that were in the first part of the class a chance to jump on here. I mentioned in the beginning of class that I've been nannying for this sweet little boy during this time, and they're quarantined and I'm quarantined, but I'm able to move between spaces, and it's been such a blessing in my life to still have a job to supplement these donation-based classes that I'm doing. Thank you guys for coming back to join us. We'll start in just a second. We'll kind of pick up where we left off. But it's interesting because the mother, one of my dear friends who I'm nannying for, she has meetings on Mondays and Wednesdays in the morning, and she basically said, like, I wish that your yoga classes weren't happening on Mondays and Wednesdays when I have my meetings. And that was her prayer against me. She didn't even realize she was doing it. But last week I totally slept through my alarm, and then this week the phone just totally cut off. So this is what I'm talking about using your intention, about your words as prayers, about what are you fighting for instead of fighting against, because we can inadvertently curse each other without even realizing it. So let's just jump back into where we started. Thank you guys so much for jumping back on. For those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome to just jump in right here and see how it goes. So where we were is we were moving our first side of the flow with that right foot forward, left foot back, and we were kind of in this warrior one position, either arms up, hands at the heart, or taking opposite elbows or prayer hands, right? So wherever you were here, that's your warrior one, and then you have this option to blossom up into warrior two. Traditional warrior two, the arms are up at shoulder height, or if you're taking some variation of grabbing the elbows or pressing the palms. So here, that right knee is stacked directly over the right ankle. That right heel is aligned with the inner arch of the left foot. And think about engaging your glutes. The more that I take these bowspring classes, which are kind of a new yoga type of movement, I love it to complement my yoga practice, the more I'm becoming aware of the glutes and how powerful they can be and how much we want them engaged. So engaging those glutes, staying low here in your warrior two, a couple deep breaths. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. So you can release the hands or keep them where you are, finding a reverse warrior. So the hands behind the back is just going to give you more shoulder opening. A traditional reverse warrior, that left hand comes to the back leg and the right arm reaches up and back. So it looks a little bit like this. A couple of deep breaths here, big inhales. And exhale. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale up through warrior two, and exhale, windmill down. Right hand, left hand, step back. Big inhale here, stay high or come to the knees. And exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. So again, you can take any variation of vinyasa. We taught a couple of easier flows earlier in the day and earlier in the week. All right, second side. Inhale, left leg lifts. And exhale, step it through. Inhale up for crescent. Get strong and steady here. And then when you're ready, you're going to step that right foot forward and off to the side. So again, the feet are in different lanes, not one behind the other. Right toes point slightly off to the right, left toes forward, bend in the left knee so the knee is directly over the ankle, and the hips are square to the front. So this will be a big stretch through that back leg. And you have that option to bring the arms up by the ears, hands to the heart, grab opposite elbows, or reverse prayer hands. And hold steady here for 3, 2, last one, big inhale, and exhale. Now you have the option to inhale up with the arms and exhale blossom open warrior 2, or you might go directly from warrior 1 to warrior 2, keeping the hands in that reversed prayer position. I really love this variation for today, since our theme is being a peaceful warrior or being a spiritual warrior. So can you stay in prayer even through these warrior poses? Remembering the glutes. Yeah, just all it takes is a little remembrance, right? 2 more deep breaths here. Stay deep in that front leg. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Now you have the option to release the hands into a traditional reverse warrior. And I'm just moving so I can show you guys. You don't have to move at all. Or you might keep the hands in reversed prayer, reverse warrior. For 3. I always like to look at my back foot more than I like to look up in this position. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale up through warrior 2. And exhale, windmill down. Left hand, right hand. Step it back, high plank position. So you have the option to lower all the way to the earth, or you might move through your own variation of vinyasa. And into downward facing dog. So inhale, bend the knees and look at the hands. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale up to chair pose. So again, I love that little tidbit of kind of pressing the feet apart to engage through the glutes. Belly strong. This is about becoming fierce and powerful. More than being called chair pose, it's fierce and powerful pose. And breathe. Let's sink a little deeper. Keep moving the feet away from each other for 3, 2. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale all the way up, touch the palms overhead. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, touch the palms. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale up to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. You can go right to downward facing dog or move through a vinyasa. And finding your way to downward facing dog. Going back to that first side, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale up for crescent. Now I want you to choose your arm position and use it through the whole series. So you're either going to keep the arms up in this area, or you're going to bring the hands to the heart center, prayer position, or you can grab the elbows, or you can press the palms together at the back. Beautiful. When you're ready, stepping that left foot just slightly forward, maybe less each time, as you find your way into warrior 1. 2 deep breaths here. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, I like a little lift, even if it's just internal. And exhale, blossom open, warrior two. And hold steady for 3, 2. Keep thinking of your prayer. Keep thinking of your intention. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. And into reversed for 3, 2. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release through warrior two. And exhale, windmill down. Find a vinyasa. Or meet in downward facing dog. Second side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through for crescent. Inhale up. Now choose your arm position. You're either going to move from up here to down here in your warrior two and reverse, or you're going to bring the hands to heart center, grab elbows, you got to switch sides, right? Or reverse prayer position. Beautiful. Stepping the right foot forward, maybe a little bit less each time. Hips stay square to the front. Belly and glutes engaged for 3, 2. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, little lift on the inside. And exhale, blossom open, warrior two. And breathe for 3, 2. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. And into reverse for 3, 2. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale up through warrior two. And exhale, windmill down. Meeting through downward facing dog or through your vinyasa flow. And meeting in child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touch. Release the forehead to the earth. Now if that reverse prayer position is tough for you, here's a warm-up for it. You're going to come to the elbows, bring the hands to the nape of the neck, and walk the elbows forward. This is one of the ways that you can help open up for that reverse prayer position. Come back to your prayer. What are you fighting for? If every one of us has a warrior within us, then we have to fight for something, or else we will be fighting against something. And we all know which is the better choice. What are you fighting for? Write it in the comments. If you're just watching, let me know. Write it in the comments if you're in the yoga flow and you think to write it after, please. 2 more deep breaths. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Release the hands. Inhale up through tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees and look at the hands. Exhale, top of the mat. Inhale up to a halfway lift. Exhale, dive deep. Inhale, reverse your swan dive all the way up. Exhale, sit down into your fierce or powerful pose and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, open the heart. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Flow through a vinyasa and or meet. And downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, let's knee to the nose. Got to do this on the other side too. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, knee to the right elbow. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, knee to the left. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, step that foot between the hands. Step the left foot forward. And inhale up through warrior one. We're going to keep the arms free this time. Couple deep breaths here. One more big inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, blossom open warrior two. 3 deep breaths. 2. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Reverse warrior, 3 deep breaths for 3. 2. And 1 big inhale. And exhale. Inhale up through warrior two. Let's bring the hands to the heart. I want you to roll back into your crescent position. We're going to find our way into warrior three. So this is going to require a little bit of that bounce that we practiced in the beginning of part one. So just play around with this kind of being light, being able to move forward and back, up and down. And when you're ready, launching, here I gotta do this so you can see me. We're gonna launch forward. Make sure you're not gonna kick something behind you. Into warrior three. That left leg is straight behind. These camera angles are tricky. All right, so notice I like a soft bend in the knee. And ideally, you're gonna be a straight line. Just like that flat back that we practiced. For 3, 2, last one, big inhale, and exhale. Slowly lower back down into your crescent on the inhale, and exhale, float the hands down, and step it back, moving through vinyasa if you choose, or just moving directly to downward facing dog. Second side, inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, reach it up and back. We might have missed one round of these when the phone stopped to the right elbow. So if we did, just do it again on your own time to get nice and even. For those of you that are taking both classes, inhale, reach. And exhale, step it through. Step the right foot forward just a little bit. Inhale up, warrior one for 3. 2. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, open up, warrior two for 3, 2, last one, big inhale, and exhale, and reverse warrior for 3, 2, and last one, big inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale up, warrior two. And when you're ready, I'm going to rotate back onto that back toes through crescent. Then bring the hands to the heart. I like hands to the heart. If you follow me at all, you know that I really like this for balancing poses. So we can connect the left and the right, and the front and the back. And then just find that little bounce, that little lift. Getting ready to launch into that left foot into Warrior 3. Big inhale. And on an exhale, Warrior 3. Finding that straight line through the body. And breathe. For 3. 2. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. When you're ready, slowly stepping back. Inhale up through crescent. Exhale, move through a vinyasa flow. Or come right to downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, please find child's pose. And take a few deep breaths here. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale up through tabletop. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to hop through to seated. Inhale, bend the knees and look at the hands. And exhale, hop through to seated. Roll all the way down to the back. For those of you that are just joining, we're getting into some just more floor work and stretching stuff, so now's a great time to jump in. Let's bring the knees into the heart and rock side to side. Make some circles in one direction. And the other. Let's make some circles with the knees. Kind of independent of each other. And reverse. Do a gentle supine twist. Bring the arms to cactus or field goal arms. That's the inhale. And exhale. Knees to the right. Look to the left. 3 deep breaths here. Two. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. And slowly come back up to center. Inhale here. And exhale, drop the knees to the left, look to the right. And breathe. Four more deep breaths here. Three. Two. Last one, big inhale. And exhale. And slowly come back up to center. And I just invite you to take any movements that your body is calling for, any poses that we haven't done yet today that your body is calling for. Taking 5 or 6 deep breaths here to just move and breathe. Coming back to your intention, your prayer. What are you fighting for instead of fighting against? Taking one or two more deep breaths. Last one. And when you're ready, start to find yourself into your final resting position. Sit flat on the back, palms face up. Just really allow yourself to surrender to what actually is happening right now. Allow your body to feel so good that it just naturally drops into the state of meditation and relaxation. With every exhale, you sink a little bit deeper, deeper. And allow your heart and your mind to be open to receive any messages that wish to come to you or through you around what is really going on in the world. Maybe you get some breadcrumbs as to some things to research. Just listen. Maybe you have a pretty good idea of all the different layers of what's going on in the world, and you just don't know what to do about it. From within your space, what can we do for out there from in here? And this is where I invite you to speak out loud or in your mind your prayers for the world. I pray for the rapid healing and release of suffering for anyone who is sick or injured or dying at this time. I pray for the hearts of those that are in deep fear, that they might feel a lightness and a trust that everything will be okay. If only just to shift their experience of this day into that of the light. I pray for those that are suffering mentally to find relief and peace. I pray for the children of the world, those that have been lost, taken, exploited, forgotten. I pray that these children be released from their suffering and find peace. I pray for the families that are spending more and more time together than they probably ever have, that they appreciate how good that they have it to be together, that they remember the families that have experienced those losses, those traumas that we just prayed to heal. I pray for those that have so much to live in gratitude and peace. I pray for this country, that we might all find the new way of being that we all wish for, by fighting for that which we wish to see instead of against what we don't believe in, what we don't support. Setting aside all personalities and parties, can we just wish and pray for the way that we want to see our country in the near future? Spend some time visualizing that, speaking it into existence, writing it down, sharing your vision of the new earth. Let's talk about that. What do you want? Not what do you don't want. Breathe. I pray for this planet that the warriors of the light are able to stabilize the presence of the darkness that exists. I pray to free any lost souls that have been sacrificed or have sacrificed themselves so that we may have a return to the balance of light and dark on earth. I pray for the dissolution of any control mechanisms that have been put on this planet, this country, on any parties, individuals, that every single one of those bonds be broken immediately. I pray for personal liberties and freedoms, free from any type of forced modifications to our bodies. I pray that we see and release any and all remnants of rape culture from the psyches of every single being on this earth. I pray that we become sovereign beings of respect, of equality, of equanimity, of peace, of harmony, balance. I pray for anyone that is hearing this prayer, that your mind and heart be opened to what actually is happening, but that you remember the most important thing that you can do right now is pray. You are so much more powerful than you think you are. Your thoughts are so much more powerful than you know them to be. Please keep visualizing and speaking into existence that which you want to see and leave behind the rest. Breathing life into your vision, into your words, into your body, mind, and spirit by deepening the breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles, the head. Reach the arms up overhead, take a nice full body stretch. And on an exhale, soften. Bend the knees one at a time, bring the feet to the earth below you and roll to one side through the fetal position. And when you're ready, gently press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring the palms to press together at heart center. I'd like to add one more prayer for myself, and maybe you have one for yourself as well, an intention. But more than that, I personally pray that any forms of control or any other people's wishes, any other people's dreams or visualizations for myself, any other people's expectations or doubts, I pray to just free myself from any connections to any other individual on this earth, so that I may be truly sovereign, so that I may enjoy teaching my morning yoga classes instead of worrying about someone else's schedule might be disrupted by them. Let's see if we can get back on track here. And sealing our practice with 2 cleansing breaths and 1 Om in through the nose and out through the mouth. this time sigh. Ah. This time on. This time, before we move the hands, the thumbs to the heart, lips, and forehead, I pray that we all be happy, healthy, and free in our bodies as we touch our hearts, in our words as we touch our lips, and in our thoughts as we touch our head. I bow to each and every one of you. Thank you for doing your work. Thank you for holding your visions. Thank you for saying your prayers. Namaste. Thank you to anyone and everyone who took this class with me. It was kind of a weird day. Having to drive home to teach a yoga from home class was a little weird. I haven't yet had to do that in the quarantine, driving in the snow to get here and having the class kind of cut off halfway. I know that that affected some people's ability to stick with it and watch it. But I do post the replays here, so this was a practice for me to like keep going. And so hopefully some of you out there have been able to put together part 1 and part 2 and do the replay of this class. And you know, even if the movement part of yoga isn't speaking to you right now, I hope that some of my words are. So please, I would love any feedback. You know, I've been toying with the idea of just doing a morning meditation as well. For those of you that aren't necessarily into the physical practice of yoga, but if you're still feeling called to my channel and whatever it is that wants to come through me, let me know, because I'm really open to leading meditations and discussions, and I really do want to hear from you where you're at with all of this, what your visions are, what your prayers, what are you fighting for instead of fighting against. That was the theme of our yoga class today. So I appreciate you guys so much. I'm just making these out of an offering from my heart, which makes it a little easier if I feel bad about having to start late. But I am very, very appreciative of any and all contributions that people are able to make. I post my Venmo and my PayPal on every single one of these classes, and I'm, you know, working a lot less right now in terms of out in the world, and so I'm doing more at-home yoga classes so that I can pay for this house and this healing space, which I am hoping to open back up in the near future. So if you are able to contribute, thank you so much. If you're not, I totally understand. Please continue taking these classes and sharing them. I do a flow class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, usually at 9 a.m. Colorado time, and a restorative yoga class, yoga for stress relief, on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. So these are for you to practice and to share, and if you can't afford to contribute, don't worry about it at all. Please just offer a prayer or a blessing or a share. And I am looking to put these yoga classes on YouTube as well, so if you'd like to be connected with me in that way or through email, please send me a message and let me know. And I just look forward to the next time that we get together being a little bit more smooth. So much love for you. Namaste.